Hey, what's up? RTG here, back with some more Humankind. And today, well, not today, but a few days ago, a new expansion dropped for Humankind. The Together We Rule expansion. It is an expansion that has a large overhaul on the democracy aspect of Humankind. Sadly, a lot of the perks that comes with the expansion we can't implement in this playthrough, mainly because it does a lot as it relates. Okay, yeah, it does a lot as it relates to error stars and your affinities. I'm pretty sure that's what these are called. Yeah, it for starters adds a new affinity, the diplomatic affinity. So not in this playthrough because it doesn't really implement the same way through save games. So on our next playthrough, I'm thinking of doing a purely diplomatic run, so look forward to that. Other housekeeping matters, remember the naming of cities is still available. Everything that wasn't a previous capital, feel free to drop name suggestions in the comments. I'll get to them, I'll look through, see what I like, and implement it. Okay, other than that, you guys may have noticed a few visual changes. That is because alongside the Together We Rule expansion, there was a free DLC that overhauls a few things. One of those things I would like for us to kind of test out. It overhauls these guys, stealth units. I didn't really bring these guys into the game before because I knew that the Together We Rule expansion was coming, and I know it overhauls how spies work. So stealth units has that keyword down there for stealth, able to enter any foreign territory and remain concealed as long as they have any stealth. In battle, they are invisible until attacking or adjacent to an enemy unit. So the Prowlers are the first stage of stealth unit. Oh, right. As you can see, these visually overhauled a lot also. The I guess tech tree has moved up here. These have changed visually. Your affinity stuff shifted from over here. Yeah, and this has a drop down slide over menu, I guess, to show all your luxury and strategic resources. The progress, the tech tree progress used to be over here, followed by the society, the religion, and now they have the intelligence menu that shows you the intelligence rating of all your cities and enemy cities. I'm trying to remember how detection works. I think we may need to build a unit because I don't fully remember how the technology system works. I know spies remain concealed and they gain. Okay, it's kind of a meter system. So a spy has, let's say, 100 stealth points, you keep stealth points while you're in your territory because you aren't really being stealthy in your own territory. But once you go into enemy territory, you hold on to those stealth points until actions are being done against you that lower your stealth points. So if I remember correctly, the strongest unit in the territory affects stealth detection. I believe being next to garrison districts, being next to garrisons also deterred, slow down, well, increase the speed at which you are detected, and once you are detected, your spy is exposed and visible in enemy territory, where they can, I'm pretty sure, you can conduct grievances against them, against the Empire. And yeah, I think they stay exposed until they get back into friendly territory or something like that. I would need to double check. But right now, we are preparing for war against who are you guys now? Dutch, right? By doing that, we are first trying to take control of this territory using the under one banner ability that we have. And with that, so in 5-ish turns is
do something
when
clever today. Sign this treaty.
No.
Do something.
I'm sorry, but no deal is better than a bad deal.
Those were, yeah, these guys, former allies that we went to war with and took pretty much everything they have. What I want to do, this name is completely glitched out. What I want us to do is get a couple spy units. Is there anything coming up to replace the saboteur? Okay, partisans are our next stealth unit, which are still a ways away because I don't think there's still at least 9 turns plus this, at least 15 turns. In 15 turns we can finish the Eiffel Tower and get a handful of Prowlers up. 4 Prowlers, I guess. As a matter of fact, I might even take Kerma off of building the Eiffel Tower, get these guys down in 8 turns. Gonna want them starting over here so we can start bringing them over into this territory. Ooh. Okay. These guys are challenging us a bunch of knights. Take this off. Can we get you guys? Okay, you can only be there. Manual battle. Okay, they have a bunch of knights, so they are purely melee. So what we should do is assess where they can attack us from. They may be able to maneuver around this hill, so we want as few units next to the high ground as possible, but we want those guys close by and blocking this part so they can only allow 1 in at a time. Okay. Oh, we initiated. Ooh. You know what? I don't think I hate that idea. Sadly, these guys don't have move and shoot, so we should get them. some at least useful positions. And then we get these guys to kind of hold front line against the knights. Otherwise, we have a bunch of gunmen who can't hit this guy who is pretty much next to him. Okay, that should be good enough. First, take a shot. I really need to figure out how line of sight works, because I apparently have a fundamental misunderstanding. Okay. Can you? Okay, you can't get up there. We have no more riflemen. So I'm gonna put you forward. And all I need to do is clear a path. And at least capturing the flag will be a pretty simple task. I think we may have one round left. Yeah. Okay, so if that is the case, I didn't mean to fire on that guy. Could have gone a lot better if these guys actually went in the direction, well, aimed where I wanted them to. But we have the flag. This is the last turn of the round. Victory. So these guys got pushed way back. This. Okay. So other than getting some spies out, what we want to do is build a navy to get rid of these guys especially. I believe we have some. Yep. Keep select. Okay, we have a couple boats being worked on over here in London. I don't believe anywhere else would be working on boats. Everyone else is working on infrastructure or just a bunch of troops so that they don't get in my way. Okay. We have our first stealth unit finished, so quickly get through this. Stealth. When an army has at least one unit with stealth, it can be concealed. Is that? Oh, the stealth of the entire army is then displayed in the army panel as a gauge, as well as under the army pin. So if you look at that little unit there, we see that yellow gauge, that orange-ish gauge. If the army contains multiple units with different stealth, only the lowest value will be shown. If a unit without stealth is present, then the army cannot be concealed. The army's stealth decreases when it enters an opponent's territory that has detection. If its stealth reaches 0, the army is revealed. To regain stealth, the army must move to a friendly territory. Okay, so I guess stealth works on the entire army, which I did not know. I thought it was a per unit basis. Okay, so we have 7 stealth. Okay. Concealed. This army is invisible to other empires as long as it retains any amount of stealth. When a territory with no stealth detection when in a territory with no stealth detection, the army's stealth would increase each turn depending on the stealth regeneration of its units. When in a territory with detection, its stealth cannot regenerate and will decrease each turn depending on the territory's detection. When in its own territory, an army staying on a city center, garrison, or a harbor is protected from detection. Okay, so we get +2 stealth regeneration from being a prowler. I guess that might stack, I'm not sure, but as long as our stealth unit is in its own territory, any army with it in the city center, garrison, or harbor is protected from detection. Interesting. So we can pretty much set up an ambush on home territory by having a unit set there. Okay, quickly get rid of these guys. We need our gunners front and center because they are basically useless otherwise. See, I should have really worked that differently. Okay, that's their 2 units down. What's yours?
If you seek the greater good, then I would know you better.
The war support just keeps climbing. Okay. Oh, we should be. Well, we currently are 2 cities above cap, so it's not as big a worry as it was a few turns ago. But okay, we're getting 1,000 on turn. It's going to be a while before we can. It's going to be a while before we are able to. Okay, we really don't need to upgrade these guys. They still do a lot of damage proportionately. Okay, you are just kind of chilling here. We can't do this until this army is at least finished. This guy, I believe, is working on getting the entire map revealed, which honestly kind of should have been done, question mark. Like, I'm not seeing any fog of war anywhere. And I know, like, the ends of the maps are usually the parts that have most fog of war, and we should have had like at least somewhat friendly relations with everybody before. Okay, so maybe around here or around like these parts. Okay, you Byblos should be easy. I thought I had a city working on mortars, or am I mistaken? I could have sworn had someone working on mortars. Yes, no? Are they finished? Okay, I see 2 here. I only see 2 mortars. Okay, and we have army space for 7 now. So I guess I take these mortars, get them down here. Put you guys on wait. Okay, we have our home guards upgraded, and we have nature reserves, which lower pollution, which we are generating a decent amount of, and give a bit of influence. We're under attack somewhere.
If you seek the greater good, then I would know you better. Fairness must be restored, else action must be taken. Such transgression cannot be simply
Ew. Oh, sorry. I thought that was on our continent somewhere. Okay, Mr. Nightman. Guess you guys can just hold the fort. Same with you guys. Okay. Young offenders. The population of Nineveh has snowballed of late, more so than its current housing can cope with. Many souls are huddled together in filth, overcrowded accommodation, poverty, unemployment, illness, and crime is rife. Worse still is the number of children who, lacking opportunities or support, turn to violence. Recently, many of them have formed into roving gangs of pickpockets and thugs, often at the behest of criminal adults. The aggression and thievery means that people are increasingly afraid to leave their homes. How would we tackle this problem? We can suppress it to put lockdown on Nineveh. Stability minus industry. We can educate to put learning, or we can uplift them and get quartermastered, which is more money. I don't know if this cost reduction, or is 10% plus 10% on unit industry costs. So this makes it more expensive for a 10 turn increase in goal. I believe education is best. So that's at least some time saved for researching. Napata, when you finish that, I want to at least try and knock out a couple nature reserves, which can get one right next to the natural one though. This is volcanic earth. Nature reserves can be built on, I guess, points of interest, like this over here, which is Demersion stones. Same over here. Was that one highlighted? Yeah, and this is like a clay deposit. Interesting. How much longer down here? Okay, should be next turn. Boom. And
The Eiffel
one that
Tower,
can be claimed.
proof of what you can do with a bit of iron, a bit of math, and thousands of liters of paint.
Huh. So these guys had some units revealed. So this is a Prowler who got caught. And I'm not sure if these guys were here before. But could have probably got. Did we retreated too fast. You guys. Okay, 9 turns before we can use another under 1 banner. Which, meh. Can we get you guys? Yeah, we can get you guys to attack. And these are our conquistadors, which means they can move and shoot, which is good for us. Oh, that was pretty easy. I'm going to auto battle this one, and I really hope
12 military stars. Well, there's someone who likes to get out and see the world.
I would have really hoped we not lose a unit. How did you lose a knight against one gunman? Oh, this is...
I do hate to be the bearer of bad news, but a stealth army has entered your empire. Very, very stealthily. There's a stealth army inside your empire's territory. Now, any ideas on what they might get up to?
Okay, so these guys are trying to be sneaky. Let's see. 29 combat strength. 37 combat strength. Nah, even if we're using 2 guys. Okay, we should have the mortars getting close. And I guess this army is ready to assist in taking a card. Let's see if we can get a few of these down. And pretty sure these can... Oh, I'm pretty sure nature reserves can also be built in over the water. Don't quote me on that. Worms is for some reason getting further and further away, but I believe that's because they completed infrastructure, possibly. What I would want you to do is probably get trees planted, even though I don't think that's going to be done anytime soon. For Memphis, oh, you already have a train station? Did we put a train? It's Grand Mosque. Did we put a train station in Memphis? Forbidden City? I don't remember. I don't remember putting a train station in Memphis. But there is. This is also why I would like a search function in Humankind, so we can find like objects or districts that have been built, because I have no idea where this is. Anyway, I digress. We are approaching the end. We can build Big Ben, but meh, it's actually the least interesting one. Do we have any units in this anywhere in this area? Nowhere. The closest one is probably one of you guys, and take a knight and get you into, yeah, somewhere in this neutral territory. I said Mr. Knight, somewhere in this neutral territory. Thank you. I'm gonna get that covered, and this covered. other than, oh, there's also down here where you guys are. But I am trying to wait until we get worms absorbed into Memphis. Then we can get these other territories after we finish the war, which will be done within the next few turns. I don't think I can wait 9 turns. These are actual military units. They do have gunmen, which means we may have to upgrade. Yeah, they have more than a handful of them, which means we probably will have to upgrade. Like these guys that are closer. Okay, but that is our time for today. Tune in on Wednesday where we get this war started. Matter of fact, looking at how things are, it might be the first thing we do. If you made it this far, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. We have had a decent increase, we've had a decent number of people start to subscribe to the channel, and it means a lot. Thank you guys, you know who you are. And yeah, don't forget, feel free to comment. I read all the comments. There isn't really much to read in the beginning, well, to begin with, but hey, channel is still small. We can see how things grow from here. And with that, peace, love, and tranquility. And next week, well, sorry, 2 days from now, we begin war. See ya.